Thank you for your patience with us. I know we used to publish every Sunday, and you probably got used to that. And things are a little different now. It's become a little bit more tricky for us to travel and make videos, but we do have a lot of videos we want to share with you guys. They're just not going to be coming as regularly as they were before. So now, so now's a good time to subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, but also push that little bell button because that way you'll get notified every time we do publish. So anyway, let me tell you about the video you're about to see now. Back in March, we got off the road and we moved into a temporary rental house in Tucson, Arizona. Since we couldn't really go exploring or do our usual activities anymore, the only thing we could really do is walk around the block. But luckily for us, the house happened to be on a very unusual block. Right outside the house was an aqueduct lined with palm trees with a bridge on either side. So every day we walked around the aqueduct. We did this walk 75 times. Normally we wouldn't put together a video of a walk that we did 75 times in a row, but this walk ended up being pretty special to us and it got us through a pretty difficult time. We've been in Tucson almost 3 months now, and in some ways it's really flown by. It's weird, it's like the days are really long, but the weeks go by so quick. We do the same thing every day, and there's something really comforting and really nice about it. And I think we're gonna look back at this time and really cherish that and remember it fondly and even miss it. We've been able to really slow down and just be completely present in what we're doing at any given moment. Sometimes I'll take an hour and a half just to make pancakes with the girls in the morning. Sometimes we take 3 baths a day. I mean, these are things that in regular life you don't do. You don't have time to do it. Our day pretty much revolves around our one daily walk, and we do our daily walk after dinner. And our walk is really fun for us and really exciting, even though it's the exact same walk. We've been doing it every single day since the day we arrived in Tucson. We know every little aspect of this walk. So when you walk out the front door of our rental house, you see an aqueduct in the middle of the street. The aqueduct is about 3 really long blocks long, so we walk all the way around it in a big circle. If you were to drive by this road, you would just whiz by and see all these palm trees evenly spaced, and you wouldn't think twice about it. But since we've walked on this road, I don't know, 75 times, we've seen that every palm tree is a little bit different. There's a really tall leaning palm tree. There's a really short and sharp palm tree that you don't want to get near because you might hurt yourself if you touch it. There's a couple spots where the palm trees are missing. One has a leaf that dried out and fell into the aqueduct, so that's really exciting. And Olive will say, "Palm tree, fall, palm tree, fall." So the lesson that it's taught the girls and that it's taught us is that if you look a little deeper, you can notice all sorts of differences and see a lot of beauty that you didn't know was even there. Somebody painted a bunch of rocks and dispersed them along our walk. So we walk by all these different decorated rocks, like a rock that looks like a bee, a bunch of rocks that have little red hearts on them, a rock that looks like an eyeball.
Look! Oh, what does that say?
Can you read it?
I love you.
It says, help others.
What does that say, Papa?
It says, "Hi, pal." There's a palm tree with a hidden gem in it.
What are you going to do with the jewel now? You put it so high last time.
I'll put it super high now. Oh, this gotta be Mama.
Tell me why you picked that spot.
Because nobody can see it.
Okay, Maple's turn.
So even though the actual walk was the same every day, there was always some new spin on it and some interesting story that happened that particular day that they got to document in their bullet journal. Oh, there was one corner where the green trees sprinkled yellow flowers everywhere. So that's what they drew on this day.
What's that?
Patchy.
Palm tree.
And someone in the neighborhood would take the painted rocks and switch them up and add new ones, take some away. So it was always changing and evolving. It was really fun. It's kind of like a choose your own adventure. Love our night walks. The weather is so nice and it's hot, but it's dry and it's It's just really peaceful around here, and the mountains are pink and purple, and the aqueduct is so unique.
Yeah, right now we're doing social distancing.
Hats do help.
Hats help?
Yeah.
What do they help with?
Odd hair that blow away.
They help with hair that blows away?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11. Is it right? Baby trees.
This is Olive practicing balancing. Olive's getting more and more nimble and more physical every day, and she loves to balance on curbs. And at the beginning of our time in Tucson, she could barely do it. By the end, she was refusing my hand and only wanted to do it all by herself. Balance. Careful. Olive has a game where she points up at a mountain or the moon or a saguaro, and she does it on purpose because she wants me to tickle her armpit.
Where are you, Moon?
We sat down and watched a big group of ants. They were carrying huge grains of sand, way bigger than their bodies, and they were carrying them up the aqueduct hill. It was really impressive.
There's ants all over the ground. And Linden and Maple and Olive squatting, and Linden sitting and watching the ants.
What were the ants doing?
Picking up sand.
Look,
this one's going under my butt.
They're big and strong, and they're carrying little rocks around.
Look, that one's so pretty. It's carrying a big, pretty leaf.
They put this artificial sand stuff on the blemishes of the cement, and it looks like the ants were interested in some kind of material that was mixed in with all the artificial sand. So the ants were going into this big pile and picking out the pieces they liked, and they were picking them up and carrying them on their back and scurrying around, going to build their new fortress somewhere. Take me to the river.
Let's go to the river. Take me to the river. Take me to the river. Take me to the river.
Oh, the stray dog. The funny thing is, it wasn't even a stray dog. We figured out that was a coyote. Papa kept telling us there was this stray dog that was coming to our fence and stuff, and we would peek over and try to see the stray dog, but it always ran back to the aqueduct. I say, I don't think that really looks like a dog. To me, it almost looked like a kangaroo or a lion or something not dog-like. And it was a coyote. We're not used to seeing coyotes out in broad daylight, just in the street. So when we saw it, we just assumed it was a stray dog, but it was a coyote. We kept our distance, but we got a little bit closer to check it out. That was pretty exciting.
It's raining, Linden. Do you see it?
Yeah, just a teeny bit.
Have you ever seen rain in the sun before?
Yeah.
This is crazy. It's raining. It's raining in Tucson. It's totally hot and sunny. We opened the door to take our daily walk and we saw that it's raining, which is such a surprise because it's like 95 degrees outside. So we're gonna go on a rain walk because it's not cold, it's not uncomfortable, it's actually really nice.
Do you like the hot rocks?
Yeah.
It was like hot rock therapy for her.
He used a rock that opened his nail.
Oh, what is he gonna say?
Mommy, I want some chicken.
The chicken came first?
No, an egg came first.
The egg came first?
Yeah. If you touch the sun is gonna burn your finger because the sun is so hot.
What's the biggest planet in the solar system?
Jupiter.
Yeah!
A rainbow.
It's really pretty sky. Every day our sky is different, huh? What's so funny?
Yeah.
Yeah, where's the saguaro?
Where are you, saguaro?
Hello, turkeys.
Palm trees. There's all different shapes of saguaros around, and we recognize them all and we know when they're coming. We're in Arizona.
Arizona.
Yeah. That's where there's cacti and saguaro in Arizona.
My favorite thing
Are you saying saguaro?
My favorite thing.
We know all the houses by heart. One of the houses has a red door in their fence, and we call that the maple door because maple always wears red. One of the houses has a blue door in their fence, so we call that one the Linden door. There's no green fence, so we don't have an olive door, but we have a bunch of olive trash cans.
What?
Look.
We're going for a walk? Walk? Yeah. Walk. A teeny flower?
Yeah, a teeny flower.
I would say every day from dinner time on, our day was completely structured because we would have dinner, then we would get ready for the walk, then we would go on the walk, and then we'd get home, wash hands, take off our shoes, and then sit down and do bullet journal, and then it was story time, and then it was get ready for bed, and then it was bedtime. So every day we had our evenings completely blocked out. That's the aqueduct. There's Linden. There's the house, the van, and the black van.
Why was Linda wearing a mask?
Because you didn't want to get sick.
We went for our nightly walk, and usually we see the exact same things, down to the same rock, the same tree, everything. But on this day, there's a sprinkler that's malfunctioning, and it's spraying into the aqueduct, which has created a couple big puddles. And they're calling it the beach, and they're running around and saying they're having a fun day at the beach.
Spraying water into the aqueduct.
And it would create a river down the aqueduct. And we just played in the giant puddle for an hour and a half and then went home after that. They all got soaking wet and they had so much fun. You know what's amazing is that this is just as fun as a real beach would be. These are the types of things that they're gonna look back on and remember. Not necessarily our daily walk and everything we did along the way. The spontaneity and the feeling of freedom that we don't get very often lately. So I just let them go wild. 'Cause what's the harm in it?